All right, all right. So we are back with another negative review, reading the negative reviews video. All right. So today we're at number 7 with Capital One Mobile. Right. Apparently their tagline or whatever: easy account access anywhere. Let's see if they get any complaints about that. 8.9 million ratings. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get to the critical. Okay, first one. Scam credit card company, poor customer service. I don't know if poor customer service equals to a scam credit card company, but you know, if you say so. Monacita04. Login, Lady Ramen. She probably likes ramen noodles, huh? Login process is sometimes weird and takes too long. Maybe it is my issue, not the app, but it is not very user friendly. So some UI stuff. Credit limit increase. LibbyCat. I have had this card for over a year, pay in full every month, and have not been given an increase in my spending limit. I have called them to find out why, and I get a generic response about how they have no clue when an account is looked at for a credit increase. Not a happy customer. So Libby wants more money on her card, a credit increase. Um, I wonder what her credit score is. Don't know if that has a lot to do with it. I assume they can't help. Solar 87. They can't help. Choose wisely. Not very descriptive. Face ID enable. Corey's construction says updated every time, making me log in with username and password every time. Worth is Face ID has not changed. Okay, some more UI issues. Direct deposit issues. Uh-oh. From Tailing Mock. I need to close my checking account with Capital One ASAP. I got paid today and my direct deposit never made it through. It is now 5:50 p.m. and after expressing my disappointment and how important it is to have my funds to get my bills paid, I am still waiting on their pending investigation. This is unbelievable and completely unacceptable. Well, direct deposit for a lot of places is inconsistent. I don't, I don't know how that goes, but usually I will say on my job when my direct deposit doesn't come in when I expect it to, my job would tell me, oh, well, it's my card holder, it's my card company's responsibility to get it in. So they may have a point there. App by Limber Thumbs. The app used to work smooth like butter. Now it refuses to recognize passwords or my face. When I need to log on, I have to use the website, change my password where it lets me log on. Then I try to use the app when the password is denied and locked out. Won't let me sync to the Cap One shopping app. It's quite frustrating. Haven't been able to use it normally for well over a month. Yeah, it's probably just time for you to get a new card. Those login issues are weird situations to deal with. Not in sync. PMAR B 2007. Tell me to get caught up when the payment was made. All right, well, maybe dispute that transaction. I don't know. Crazy. Richard Bond. Capital One has removed real-time notifications from the app. Every day one makes things harder for everybody as they lost their way. Not the greatest grammar in that one. 30% lower interest. Whisper in the rain. In the last 3 months, they've lowered the interest on the 360 performance savings from 4.10 to 3.70. Very sad for a high yield savings account. That should be at least 5%. Stop the stupid Capital One commercials and give us a decent interest rate. Okay. Some more so company-wide issues. Update no longer works. Flat Rock. Logged in this month to make a loan payment, and it gave me two options: pay off the loan or principal only. I guess my payment might be late this month since I'll have to use USPS. That would have been nice to know a week ago. I assume something got missed in the update. Kind of a big miss. Yeah, it sucks when banks and apps have service crushing errors like that. What's going on? Don't know what I'm getting charged $50 for. Well, you're making it a little hard for them to determine what's going on. Horrible service. Uh, Angel Mom. Your online pay has not worked for over 4 months. I talked to several associates, including a manager, and not one can correct this issue. I have to get permission from a manager to pay by check on phone call. Then they have the nerve to tell me they can't keep doing this. See, change passwords and still no luck. Just horrible. Yeah, that's annoying. Having to call the manager for permission to use your own account. Crazy. Eh. Zombie. Zombie. I keep getting spammed with ads about services they are offering. I guess that's okay for people who are in the market, but I just use the app to manage my accounts. Wish you could opt out. Or if there is a way, I haven't found it yet. It's probably a corporate issue, corporate pushing, you know, products. I don't think they get paid for those, seeing how it's their company that the products are for. Very, very disappointed. Will Gunnell. The Capital One travel part of the app is not reliable in showing hotel and rental car reservations you make through Capital One travel. Last week I ended up double booking my car rental at Heathrow Airport. That sucks. It cost me hours of stress. When I finally got onto the desktop version of my account, there it was, the first booking. Had to get a refund from the second vendor who charged me twice as much for same car due to same day booking. The same thing happened 4 days later with a hotel booking. I guess you're donating money, man. But yeah, app sites tend to be a little bit behind desktop sites. Crashes when adding to Apple Pay. Cannot add debit cards to Apple Pay. App crashes every time. No one is maintaining this functionality. Disappointed. Early deposits not consistent. Okay. Well, that's honestly like that's most cards. Direct. I assume this is direct deposit. Yeah, direct deposit is it. It doesn't hit the same time every single week. At least not in my case. Added required 2FA. The app was great until it added a required two-factor authentication with no way to turn it off. I have the mobile app verification setting turned off, yet it is still requiring me to do 2FA. I don't need 2FA when I'm already using Face ID. I don't want to go through 2FA every time I want to see my balance. It does not even provide any extra security since it sends the code to the device I'm already using the app on. It's unnecessary, and it's incredibly annoying having to delete dozens of 2FA temporary code text messages out of my phone every day. Please make this optional setting. I can't lie, I hate the 2FA too. PayPal does that bullshit. Honestly, most banking sites and apps do that bullshit. Like, I can't stand it. Oops, we hit a snag. By Insurance Nerd. Several features in the app just show a picture of a cactus with the phrase, oops, we hit a snag. This has been the case for weeks. So far, this is the worst of any of the banking apps I have on my phone. I'm unable to set an allowance for my son's newly opened account or update any of the profile settings. The same issues are present in the app on his phone as well. No bueno. Capital One doesn't respond to the customers on their negative reviews. That's not great, Capital One. Website. Website is so confusing. Guys, you gotta try to be more descriptive. Poor app. I got a text calling me to use the app to track my card, and when I go into the app, it tells me I have no accounts. A little bit circular logic from the app right there. Terrible. The customer service is beyond terrible. I would never recommend their services ever again. I accidentally got approved for an auto loan. It has been the worst experience of my life when it comes to their services. Please run. And lastly, whatever this is supposed to be. The next one is worst credit company, but I've read a good amount. And this Capital One Mobile is number 7. The The number 7 free paid app or free app, finance app. Next up, Moneyline, banking and rewards. Okay. They're number 8 with 190,000 ratings. Where's that? Awesome, but 1 star. App is awesome, just as advertised. Only problem is I have recently not been scored to download new games. Hopefully it's a bug fix and it happens soon. Okay, so if that one issue and somewhat seemingly a minor issue, that's worth 1 star. I don't even know what your name is supposed to like, but it seems like maybe a 4 star kind of situation there, bro. Don't download this app. Not worth it. Savage. Don't download this app. It's not worth it. They make you pay more and more stuff even though you try to close your account. It's not worth it. A little bit better grammar, but I think I know what you're trying to say. Moneylion auto tips for Instacash should be removed. Longtime Moneylion user. I have Moneylion as a payday app, but I hate the way the company will sneakily try to give themselves a tip. For example, if you try and take a Instacash, the company would tack on a 10% tip. You have to auto remove it. Once you confirm, you are prompted with a tip screen again. This time the company will make its tip amounts in big bold blocks, and the option to not tip as a hyperlink very small at the bottom of the page. This will cause a person accidentally give the company a tip. Moneyline is not a service industry job. The people who work for Moneyline don't need tips. If someone is using the app, it's because they're not in a great financial position. It's disgusting and disingenuous for Moneyline to operate this way. It's majorly deceptive, and I advise everyone using the app to double check your Instacash cash outs before confirming. Do better, Moneyline. Yeah, so be careful with that, everyone. If an app is doing weird shit like minimizing opt-out features and cancel features, links, whatever you want to call it, be careful. Terrible customer service. Rasika. Worst customer service team and practices that I've ever come across with any financial institution. Zero help, and they take 3 to 5 business days to answer an email. Can't understand anyone you speak to either, even if you're having trouble. Still 3 to 5 days to process a request. Absolutely closing my account ASAP. Yeah, that customer service, I mean, like, it seems like well, no, I can't say it seems like a small thing, but like it becomes more important the more you have situations come up where you need customer service. Crooked Tactics, Dover. App is good in a pinch, but beware. They only let you take out 100 at a time. Charge you $8.99 for it. They want a 10% tip on top of that. They then change the amount you get on a monthly basis. See, that's weird. A finance app tipping and making tipping a big deal. It's the second review we've read that, it mentions that. Don't waste your time. I spend days playing the games for money and you don't actually make money. That's the only good thing. Although they don't mention you can't take the money out into your own bank account. You have to create a bank account with them to get the money. Damn. So I decided I'll just sign up and get my money until they tried to tell me that my legal information doesn't match. I contacted customer service for help for them to tell me they can't do anything about it. They wouldn't even tell me what didn't match. So instead, they get to keep the money I made on their app. Don't waste your time. Yeah, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. Not being allowed to put the money in your own account is sketchy. I don't care what kind of app it is. Terrible account deleting process. If you want to delete your account, you have to call a customer service support number and wait on hold forever. No, yeah, that depends. It varies by customer, I assume. Everything is broken. Trash app, not worth. Okay. I've gotten on the app every day for the last 2 weeks and it's got so many issues. The playing games for monkey links are all down. The homepage stopped loading. They blast my email and phone with ads. There's no customer support, so good luck if you have issues. Hope Mr. Beast got his money from them because this feels like a scam. Huh, Mr. Beast was supporting Moneylion, huh? False advertisement. This app is borderline false advertisement. It states no credit check. It definitely checks for something along lines of credit history. Absolutely bogus, and I don't understand why there is any ads or sponsored ad. It's a terrible cash advance and loan offering app. Don't download. Richard Black well, horrible. Horrible. Don't use this app. They hold your paychecks. Yeah, I wouldn't trust. I mean, I've read a few reviews about this app. I don't know that I would use it as a direct deposit app. Verification. Patty money. I did everything I could to verify my account, yet the verification wouldn't go through. So I lost $40 in money made from the games that can be played, and also lost my time grinding through games. Scammy by Senate. This company abruptly closed my account without explanation. I had an outstanding loan. They refused to provide a statement for over a year and would not even tell me the balance of the loan or when it would be paid off. Now they won't stop spam emailing me, even though I have opted out of every email. Even though I've opted out of every type of email, and I'll repeat, they banned my account over a year ago. Stop spamming my email. Do business with this company at your own risk. My experience was trash. Be very careful about outstanding bills that are due, y'all. Card banking companies get extra sketchy once that comes into play. Holding money, can't access Instacash. Suddenly, after years of being a customer, I can't access Instacash even though they have an amount they offered me. I get to the end to accept it and they deny me. I have been on and off all day with customer service with the same answer. We don't know. We will create a ticket. This all started with not being able to access my account at all. I am verified and have been a customer for years. What's going on? Yeah, that's too bad. Weird customer service games. Moneylion. Sketchy. Booger Bear. Asked for my social security number when one of my friends and my sister didn't have to enter theirs. Moneylion, a loan scam that will wreck your credit. I signed up for Moneylion expecting a simple, secured loan to help build credit, but instead they charged $527 and left a permanent stain on my credit report. I took out a $1,000 secured loan, made payments, and somehow ended up with a charge-off in November 2021. They wrote off $527, but I didn't stop them from reporting it as a derogatory mark, damaging my credit for years. So your credit being damaged for years is not a permanent stain on your credit report, FYI. Their customer service is useless. They don't care. They don't help. They don't help, don't care, and probably respond here pretending they do, which they respond, but we'll get to that. I disputed this with Experian, but Moneyline refuses to fix their shady reporting practices. And just watch, they'll probably reply here telling me to send an email so they can look into it. But we all know they don't actually care. If they really cared about customers, they wouldn't ruin people's credit over their own mismanagement. Final verdict, avoid Moneyline at all costs. This company will bait you in with an easy loan, then slam your credit with a charge-off that will haunt you for years. If you care about your financial future, stay far away from the scam. Developer response, we are sorry to hear about your experience and we'd like to see how we can better since. Please complete this form by copying and pasting it into your web browser. Well, that's Moneylion, guys. The negative reviews for Moneylion. Personally, I'm not a big fan of taking out loans anywhere, app, bank, or loan place. I just don't like the idea of owning money. So I've used Chime. Let's see what they gotta say about Chime. I've never left a review for Chime though. All right, and this is the last one. Check deposit. I used to love Chime Banking, the credit builder, the MyPay. It was easy to use and reliable until today. I've tried to use the check deposit feature twice, and both times it didn't work, and they require you to write deposit to Chime Banking only, which makes it unable to be cashed at other banks. Now I'm waiting 8 weeks for a check I desperately needed. I was told they can't cash checks over $1,000, but even the little check was denied. I am beyond upset and thinking of changing my direct deposit bank to Cash App. You gotta bad chip. You gotta do what you gotta do. Address does not match. Cannot accept my address. Cannot be verified. Step up your game and fix your app. UI issues. Horrible customer service policy. Horrible customer service policies and dispute system. Famous attraction in Arizona. I'm definitely looking into another bank. Chime takes 4 to 5 months to resolve a simple dispute when someone unauthorizes a payment and won't even put a credit on your account in the meantime. Their customer service and policies are trash. Don't bother with them. You'll be very unhappy. I will say, when you're not getting ready to buy nothing, try to move your money from your checking to your savings account. So, you know, it can't be spent on transactions or, stuff like that. Bad. Sherry. Bad customer service. Well, that is valid, Sherry. Credit builder problem. It's been almost 2 weeks that I'm unable to link my Experian account to build my credit. It used to be connected. Then one day it just said reconnect Experian. When I try to sign in, it keeps saying technical issues. Please fix ASAP. They need an update, sounds like. Can't send money. Y'all suck. Limited options will have frustrated using this app. Try to find something else. Okay, not the most descriptive thing ever, but if you say so. Crazy fees to transfer. Always Mimi. Expensive to transfer money from Chime to primary bank. Does not offer Zelle. Can't deposit checks 3 times. Can't deposit checks 3 times denied. I've been an active user of Chime since 2019. It has caused nothing but issues to the point I'm looking into different checkings account. Super frustrating the way their security works when your name is on the account, also on the check. Absolutely tired of this company as well. Absolutely tired of this company as well with don't waste your time. I'd probably ask, when did all these issues start? Because if they started not too long after you started using them in 2019, you probably should have looked into another account a lot sooner than 2025. Well, then again, I don't know when this review was posted, so I take that back for now. Scam and false advertising. They will take your information, social and all, and you won't be able to borrow any money from them like they advertise online. No deposits. We was bought you $200. Lies. They sell your information instead. Possibly. Chime. That was from Patron. Chime. Christina Charleston. Do not bank here. This is the worst online bank out there. If you lose your debit card and your checking account is compromised, they will not credit your account. You're basically screwed out of your money. I would not bank here ever again. I don't recommend this bank to anybody or anyone. They are absolutely the worst bank out there for sure. I would never ever bank here again. They have been a total nightmare. The promotions that they do, yeah, it's cool and all and great, but then the minute the promotion is over, they don't even send out a notification that they're going to cut the perks that they give you. For example, that might pay 1 month, you get $180. Then the following month, they give it back to you $13 a day. Like, how is that going to help anything? It doesn't. It screws you in the end. So if you're on a fixed income, I do not recommend using Chime as a bank. So again, buyer beware. They're the worst bank possible. Would not recommend them. Would not trust me when I tell you this. If you go to Chime, you truly get what you deserve. So that was a little hard to read towards the second half. And one thing that I have noticed is almost on every review, almost on every negative review I've read for, whatever app, someone says worst banking app ever. Every app can't be the worst banking app ever. I'm quite certain, and I know for certain, that you will find a banking app worse than Chime. FYI. It's over with. Smooth 26. Me personally, I'm leaving Chime this year. Had a whole check. My pay left me down bad. No payment back for my pay or nothing. Not FYI. The payment was from my never job deposit. Was over 200. Still no extra funding, but takes what I have. So So year clearing you out and delete pretty much. You guys, when you leave reviews, speak grammatically correct sentences, run-on sentences, paragraphs, whatever you type and speak it grammatically correct. Don't be so mad to where you forget to speak English. Every user name is token. The spot me limit is unfair, especially if the person uses their chime frequently. Okay, that's not going to hold weight when you're trying to get money from out of an institution. El banco no compo. Me prometerían $200 por efectuar el pago directo en nancy me lo dieron. So that was obviously in Spanish. Hopefully, what they said, if you can speak Spanish, hopefully what they said was coherent. Oh, shit. CS terrible. Customer service. Customer service is no help. Worst experience ever. All right, last one. Not happy. Did not get the $100 for setting up the account from Rice. Yeah, you're gonna need to look into that. You know. So, but yeah. So thanks for checking it out, y'all. This tweet that I did this time around, and needless to say, look out for the next one. Peace. Shit, I did.